But let's talk transfers a little bit as well, because one of your guys, a 100 million move to Tottenham in Tonali after losing Gordon earlier in the window. There's been links to Bruno Guimaraes. The fullbacks always seem to have, little murmurs here and there. How are you feeling right now as a Newcastle fan? You happy?
I'm happy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man, I'm happy. Look, we stood our ground. We did. People thought that they could lowball us. Oh, we've had a poor season. Spurs thought they could come in and lowball us with like a 75 million first offer. Then they asked us to reconsider it. Then they've come back now with £100 million offer. Yes, pay up the money. So in my regards, we've done well. He's only been with us 3 seasons. 10 months of those he was banned for. Yeah. So really 2 seasons.
Yeah.
In that space of time, he's won the Carabao Cup. He's qualified for the Champions League twice as well. And to get nearly £100 million for a player he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good midfielder.
He's not X Factor though, is he?
He's not X Factor. And sometimes last season, he was missing a lot of the time. So £100 million is very, very good business.
Marty, what do you make of the Tonali deal? Like from your perspective as a rival, as an Arsenal fan, you see Tottenham go and get Matheus Fernandes for 85 million. You see them go and get Tonali for 100 million. What do you make of it? Do you think it's correct business from their point of view?
No, I mean, look,
take your risk with the wage budget and whatnot?
They can obviously balance the books in different ways. They've got they've got a concert or an NFL game or something going on at that stadium every other week or every day. Do you know what I mean? And they've got ways of making money. Fair play to them. You see with their players that it's not necessarily about. I think sometimes where they get it wrong is they just go and throw money at a player to get them, and it's not necessarily the right player. And we saw this last season and where they ended up. And you've got players on
big contracts,
big contracts, and I mean, like going and buying Gallagher. Not being funny, the amount of goals he cost them last season, and was he the right player? I don't think he was the right man for the job. Look, in a mad kind of way, I'm glad the business they're doing. It doesn't bother me. I think they're going to end up in a similar situation. That club needs a bit of a strip out.
You think they'll be fighting relegation again?
I don't really see what. Listen, no. Do you know what? I think De Zerbi's got the potential to do a very good job, and I think they will be in a much better position next season. I do. Will those players? Well, we'll find out next season. Will those? I think the key is De Zerbi and how he structures the team, and we've seen. I think what they need to do is give that guy some time. I think he is the right man for their job. I think next season they will see an improvement, and then it will be the seasons after that if they recruit well. But there's a big job on the go there. That Tottenham Hotspur, I mean, where they've finished for the last 2 seasons, there's some real issues. Tonali going, I'm just pleased we didn't buy him, and that's not. I don't say that disrespectfully. I just didn't want that player. The Bruno, I take him in a heartbeat. Yeah, sign that guy. Morgan Rogers, sign him up.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, bring him in. When we were linked with Tonali, I was like, what? I was like,
he's good. Don't get me wrong.
Look,
he'll turn up for
he's a good.
He's an improvement on what they have.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he's
for that price.
League 1 or
it's a
League
lot.
2. I'm not saying that, but he ain't the level that say Arsenal we require personally from what I see of that guy. And yeah, he can turn up and he can do some bits. What you need is a consistent performer that he's going to perform at the highest level all the time.
100 million quid, you want someone that's going to turn up week in, week out, and he's not done that.
There you go. This is my point.
There's times where he's looked like that Italian stallion, the world beater, and all the rest of it, and there's times where you don't even know he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself, if we can cash in on a guy that's been flirting with Pep, he's been flirting with you guys, he's been flirting this team and all the rest of it now, thank you very much, Tottenham. We'll take that all day long.
I think as well, if you know you have to sell due to maybe like PSR to reinvest back into the squad, and you had to pick 2 players in your team, you probably pick
those are the 2.
Tonali and Gordon over Guimaraes, Hall and Livramento.
Those are the 2 because
you could replace them if you do some really good scouting.
And Tonali, well, like I said, £100 million for a player that turns up when he wants. Fair enough, his missus wants to go Harrods shopping every now and then. Cool, see you later. You might enjoy that over the Metro Centre. But for me, we've done good business.
Obviously, Tottenham have started first with all the business. Chelsea still have got to do stuff as well. Man United, not really, apart from Edison doing too much as well. So maybe people are waiting for the World Cup to come towards a close, but I think you got to get your hands dirty now because pre-season is going to be starting as well for a lot of these managers, so they're going to need their players. Exactly. But is it frustrating for you guys since the ownership's come in? You've got unlimited funds, but now with these PSR rules, you kind of need to make sure that your revenue's up and you got to build it like slowly Whereas Chelsea and Manchester City, they were just able to just throw the money at it. And
It's annoying.
really, you could have built a team of Galacticos and just skipped all of these steps, because you really necessarily, with the old rules, whatever, I don't think there were rules. You wouldn't have to sell players.
The only rules were there were no rules.
You wouldn't have to sell players, and you would be able to. But do you feel hard done by? Like, how
Of course,
is it
but
annoying?
Again, we can't keep crying about it. Now, it's done. It's done. You know,
Yeah.
Chelsea got away with it. Man City is still getting away with it, but unfortunately, we can't get away with it. Do you know what I mean? So now we have to find creative ways in order to progress up the ladder. So we need to do the kind of Brentford Brighton model where we find players, whether they be English players or players from abroad, bring them in, keep them with us for a couple seasons, then sell them on, and then just rinse and repeat. And that's what we're going to have to do, unfortunately. But yeah, it is annoying when I see the likes of Chelsea over the years lifting every single cup going, and then Man City lifting every cup going. And we thought, yes, it's our time now. We're going to do it. We're going to sign Mbappe and all the rest of it now. And then we end up with Chris Woods and Dan Bird. But it is frustrating. But at the same time, we now have to be creative about it. This is reality. There's SCR and PSR and all these Rs. So we need to find a way of getting around it. But yeah, if we continue the way we're doing, creating good business, bringing in players that are of kind of lesser value and then kicking them on, then that's what we have to do.
Send him to Tottenham.
I've got money. Hey,
I'm pretty sure he's available, and Tottenham need a striker.
Yeah,
We
there
might
you
have just
go.
created a link.
Mate, I'm
we
good
go.
like that. I'm
Tottenham,
good.
Lukaku to Tottenham.
According to
Yeah,
our sources.
How old is he as well?
Just stick it out there.
I think we should
stick it
just throw it out there.
Deals done.
Genuinely, I think we should
throw
throw
it
it
out
out
Best
there.
that
Yeah,
I
just throw it out there.
Oh, he's 33. Maybe he's a bit. Maybe he's a bit too old for Tottenham. 33. Maybe they won't.
Hey,
Nah, I'm
people,
sure.
Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
According to our sources, Romelu Lukaku is heading to Tottenham. Heard it first.
Deal reported around £75 million,
75 million
with
pounds.
in excess of 125 grand a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a
Didn't play
2
much
year
last-
You know, they hire Roberto De Zerbi. If they stay up and they just listen to him and give him some leeway and give him some control and say over transfers and, so, you know, and all of that kind of stuff, they will be fine and they will be good. Because at the end of the day, if Roberto De Zerbi gets his way, as long as you can kind of rein it in slightly and manage it, he's fantastic.
He is, yeah.
That's how I see it.
That's how they stayed up. Was
Yeah.
purely him. They
Yeah,
kept
genuinely,
Igor Tudor for a few more weeks, they'd have been down.
Yeah, the fact
Like that I was gutted when I saw De
Mental.
Zerbi come in, because I really was hoping they'd get relegated. And
Me
then
free.
when I saw De Zerbi come in, I was like, that's it. That's cooked.
They're
and as I
fine.
said, once he gets to summer now, they're going to start off the season. They're
But
going
it
to
wasn't
win,
even
like,
De Zerbi, fam.
7
It was
out
the
of their
fact that
first
West
10.
Ham didn't beat Newcastle. West Ham didn't do the job. It wasn't even because of De Zerbi,
Or
fam.
Everton. Everton flopping it on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Disgrace cheats.
I don't know what Tonali's doing. I do not
Don't
know.
get me started,
I do
mate.
not know what Sandro Tonali is doing here.
It must just be like 90% the London pool and 10% Tottenham. Like I just can't understand why someone of his quality is signing off his career to Spurs. I just don't understand.